Congratulations, future Cougars. I want to welcome you on behalf of our entire WSU community, our faculty, our staff, your peers. We are so excited to have you join our WSU family. My name is Mary Jo Gonzalez, and I'm the Vice President for Student Affairs here at Washington State University for the system. That means all of our 6 campuses. It's an honor to work for you each day as a Coug alumnus myself, and no matter which campus you attend. You're going to hear Go Cougs a lot today. So I'm going to have you practice for just a moment, yell it wherever you are. Go Cougs! So whether you're at our global, Vancouver, Tri-Cities, Spokane, Everett, or Pullman campuses, we are all Cougars. And there's some special brands that go along with that. We have our Ever Cougs, our Global Cougs, our Van Cougs, our TC Cougs, our Spokane Health Sciences Cougs, and our Pullman Cougs. And I am so happy that you have chosen our Cougar community and our Cougar family. You know, family's pretty important to me. I'm the youngest of 10 in a Mexicano family who grew up and lived in California all of her life. I was a first-gen low-income college student who found her home at WSU. And as a single mom, I finished my PhD here. The community that supported me and the 2 degrees that I received here at WSU changed my life forever. The good news, even my daughter is now a Coug. But no matter where you are right now and wherever you come from, we are WSU together. I want you to bring out your flag and fly it proudly. Let's go ahead and do that now. Our WSU together, that is who we are. Show that Cougar pride. Don't forget to snap, tweet it, Insta it, even do TikTok. I don't mind. But let's get that Cougar pride going. It is crimson and gray all day, every day, baby. Now, one of the things that we know is that things are just not the same as we had hoped for this spring, this summer, and fall. We know that you missed out on some really important things like graduation ceremonies, end of the year banquets, and we missed them too. Normally, I would be out there greeting all of you and yelling Go Cougs at every Alive session, whether I'm walking up the hill from my Leidy office and getting those Cougar fries at the Gridiron, or whether I'm spending time with you in the Cub talking about your organizations. We would all be there and present for you, and I am so sorry that we're not able to provide that to you. But there's one thing that you need to know about this world with COVID-19. Cougs help Cougs in every single way. Our grocery reimbursement programs, alumni doing food drives for our local food pantries, donors supporting us for our student emergency funds. And so you need to know that as you join our community, that Cougs helping Cougs is not just our motto, it is our way of life. We are a family, and we believe in making better things for the world. When we yell Coug, Go Cougs, we are saying that we care about each other, and that we're going to greet each other and treat each other like family members. And when we care about each other, we have to put the Cougar community first. It also means doing things like we would normally not do, physically distancing, making sure that we're 6 feet apart from each other, but also putting on that mask to protect others. And feel free to brand it however you want to, but as long as it's crimson and gray. It also means that we're going to have to follow some of the rules. How you decide to act and behave in the coming months will decide what we're able to do as a university. And I know that you're going to come together and we are going to do exactly everything that we need to do. I'm working on getting a t-shirt for me that says, I'm physically distancing just for you. So when you use the WSU hashtag, know that the choices and decisions that you're making are a part of being our Cougar family. I do want to take a moment because one of the things that we typically don't do is thank those individuals who helped us get here. I want you to take a minute and give a shout out and a round of applause to all of your loved ones, your families by blood and by choice, your friends, your teachers and peers who helped you get here. Let's go ahead and give a really quick round of applause to those individuals. It's important that we acknowledge and celebrate those who helped us get here because we have so many different types of students. Who are all of you? Some of you are first-year students, the first-time freshmen who just graduated out of high school. Others are running start students who are spending time on our WSU campuses. Others are transfer students who attended another institution and decided to spend their remaining time with us and get across that stage at graduation. Some of you are coming back to WSU after a break, and that is all good. Some of you are new to higher education. You have lived amazing lives, raised families, and been a part of communities, but you decided it was time to get a degree and you've chosen WSU. 78% of you are Washington residents, and that means we have 22% of you who are from all over the United States. So I want to send a huge shout out to our Cali Cougs, our Hawaii Cougs, our Colorado Cougs, Idaho Cougs, Texas and Oregon Cougs, who I know are on the call. We are also a campus that values equity and inclusion and diversity. I also want to give a warm shout out and welcome to our colleagues from China, Alberta, Turkey, India, Togo, Afghanistan, Indonesia, Myanmar, and Nigeria. We also have some students who are participating in our Into program, which is an excellent opportunity. We also have Cougs that are studying abroad and will continue to do that, and that's what we expect of you as you participate. We are all Cougs. I also want to give a special shout out to our first-gen Cougs like I am, who are the first in their families to come to college. There are a number of faculty, staff, and students who are here to support you and to engage with you as we move forward. And more than anything, I also want to remember that we have reasons why we chose WSU. So I'd like to show you a video right now of our future Cougs and why they chose WSU. Hey, I hear from the YouTube chat that y'all are loving my lamp. I love it too. I'm calling you from my Cougar Nook here in Pullman, and everything that I have is crimson and gray all day, every day. I hope you took to heart some of those messages that our students shared with you on the video. Living the Cougar dream is a big way of moving forward and helping us change the world. It's also about helping people achieve their dreams. I'd like to introduce you to three of our colleagues and three of your colleagues and your peers here at WSU. One of my favorite people and a health science Coug who's also your student board of regent, Joanna Pantig. Joanna currently is attending our WSU Spokane campus, but she's also attended Pullman and Global and transferred to Spokane because she wanted to study pharmacy. Her hometown is Silverdale, Washington, and she is currently in Portland as she completes her postgraduate year in the Health Science System Pharmacy Administration and Leadership Residency Program. Johanna?
Hi, everyone. I first want to congratulate you guys on choosing WSU for your next step in continuing higher education. This is such an amazing time to be a part of the WSU community. I remember 9 years ago when I decided to make the step and join the WSU Cougar family. I was really nervous. Coming from being the youngest in my family, my parents were the first to come here from the Philippines. I was really scared to leave home. And that 6-hour drive I used to do from Silverdale to Pullman every weekend, just, eventually it became too long. And so I'm really thankful for the opportunities that WSU had to offer. I really encourage you coming this fall to be able to connect with your peers, whether that's in class or virtually online, because that's the best way to establish a community within your WSU campus. Being able to talk to your peers about whether it's classes, testing, or even just creating friendships, you may never know that 4 years later they might be the same friends and peers that you have in your pharmacy classes. I encourage you guys to be able to talk to your professors, the faculty, staff, and administration. They just want you to be able to achieve your dreams and be able to accomplish all the goals that you set. The amazing thing about WSU is that not only does it provide you an amazing academic experience, but it provides you so many other resources. Whether you want to be able to change a bill, you want to be able to do any special internships, there are people within the WSU community that are resources for you guys to be able to achieve that. So just make sure, be comfortable, reach out to anyone. This is a great time to be able to create that long life network within the WSU community. So welcome to the Cougar family, and go Cougs.
Yeah, and when we put Cougs first and when we spend time investing in each other, Johanna is absolutely right. It's about the jobs that you'll be able to get, the internships that you'll be able to engage in, but also the partnerships and lifelong relationships that you'll be able to have. I'd like to introduce you to our second. She is an Everett Coug. Her name is Amy White. We're so excited to have her. She transferred from Everett Community College and is studying at WSU Everett in integrated strategic communication. Her hometown is Arlington, and guess what her dream job is? To work for NASA. Amy, why don't you tell us about your dreams in the sky?
Thanks, Mary Jo. First, I wanted to welcome everyone to the Cougar family live from the break room at my job. We're really excited for you guys to join us and experience what it's like to be part of Washington State University. I'm a senior here at the Everett campus, and I joined WSU last year as a transfer student from Everett Community College. While at the community college, I was able to explore different areas of study and see what I excelled at, what I was not very good at, and what my interests and my passions were. I tried out 3 totally different degree paths, and I even failed biology twice. After transferring to Washington State University, I took a leap with the Integrated Strategic Communications program, and I found that it was a really great fit for me and my personality and my skill set. I've even been able to incorporate my interests in the STEM field into my research work and my projects based off of the resources, the advisors, and the connections that my campus gave me. With that being said, I wanted to encourage you all to keep an open mind with all these struggles and the successes that you're going to come across in your career path or your educational path, and look into what it means to you as a person. Just because something doesn't work out in the beginning doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's easier said than done, but don't stress too much and really embrace the process. Once again, welcome to WSU and go Cougs.
And Amy sends a really important message that there is a time and a space. Some of it will change. So all of you family members out there who think that you might know exactly the career choice that your student is taking, it may be different, and that's okay. That's a part of the experience of a college world, and we expect that to be a part of your experience as well. I'd like to introduce you to Jose, who's one of our Pullman Cougs. He graduated in 2020, and he studied psychology. His home is Toppenish, Washington. And one of the amazing things about him is that he traveled to East Asia 3 times to do some cultural exchanges and studies. So Jose, why don't you tell us your story and why you chose WSU? We are having just a little bit of technical difficulties. We're going to have Jose check his audio in just one moment. I would like to really think through and think about some of your experiences, what you heard from both Amy and Johanna. What are some of the thoughts that you have about your experience? Feel free to use the chat function in YouTube and really let us know what's going on. Don't hesitate to use our social media channels either, because we'll be responding to those as well. And so let's see if Jose is good to go. This is the great thing about live streaming. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, it looks like we're going to go ahead and move on to our Cougar fight song and how we practice it. Now, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about our Cougar fight song. One of the most important things that we do in Cougar Country is we spend time celebrating our victories, but also thinking about the challenges and issues that we might be facing. And in 1919, Zella Melcher and Phyllis Sales composed our fight song at a time when the country was facing some significant difficulties. It is now more than ever important to celebrate given the very significant issues around Black Lives Matter, as well as some of what COVID has taught us. So I'd like to spend a little bit of time working with you. I'm going to bring Johanna. Let's bring Johanna and Amy and Jose back to the screen. Jose, do we have your volume yet?
I believe so.
Go ahead, and why don't you speak before we, yeah, good, I can hear you. Why don't you go ahead and share what you.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry. This is the exciting thing about us being live. You guys are coming live from my my dining room, and I forgot to unmute myself. But first, I just want to congratulate you guys on being into the new Cougar family. So we're excited to have you guys here in the fall. A couple things that I just wanted to tell you guys that I was going to say a little bit ago is don't be afraid to ask for help. So I'm not going to take too much time, but I was a first-gen student, still am a first-gen student, and coming into WSU, I didn't really know how to navigate the system of being a college student, especially being in Pullman and away from my family. So the one thing that I learned was to ask for help. I sought the resources that I needed, and I went out to the Multicultural Student Service Center, and in that is where I found mentors. And I asked for help. They led me to different resources on campus, which led me to finding a job as a Cougar Connector, which is a student ambassador for the university, and which then led me to where we are now. And so one of the things that I learned is if things don't go the way you think they should go, or the way that you've planned it for years, it's okay. You're going to succeed, and things are going to fall into place where you need to be. So that is my little advice to you. We're excited to have you guys here in the fall. Other than that, we're excited, and go Cougs.
And we all know that at least at one time or another while we've been online, we've forgotten to press the unmute button. I
Yep.
know I'm guilty and responsible for that as well. So it's all good, Jose. But, I think it's really important to talk about being a first-gen student, right? And being able to get the support. I really appreciate that you talked about, needing help and being able to ask for help. So let's go ahead and jump in and sing the Coug Fight song. And what we're going to do is walk you through it. It is complicated, and we do spell, unlike our other institution on the other side of the state. And you can get this, by the way, in ASL if you'd like as well. So how it goes is it starts out, and what I'm going to do is walk us through the first two sentences. Then I'm going to have Amy talk about the next two sentences, and then we'll have Johanna do the spelling. So we start with a first full song, meaning da 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 da. That's it. Starts there, and then you're like, fight, fight, fight for Washington State, win the victory. We're gonna win the day for Crimson and Gray. Amy, what's next?
Best in the West. You'll all do your best. So on. Fight. You want me to keep going?
Oh, take it to Jose. It's yours, big guy.
All right, and the ending is fight to the end, honor and glory you must win. So fight, fight, fight for Washington State and victory.
It's really hard not to
All
start
right.
singing it, right?
Yeah,
So
it is.
it's up
Very
to you now,
difficult.
Johanna, on the spelling.
Okay, and so the great thing about the graphic up there is that where it has the little dash lines, that's where you're going to do your clapping. So it's W, A, S, H, I, N, G, T, O, N, S, T, A, T, E, C. And then the O is a little special. You go O, U, G, S, go Cougs.
All right, so Cougs, now is your time to do the video. Let's get going and roll that, and let's all practice. Go Cougs! And we always end with a Go Cougs. As we end our time together, I've got a few things that I want to share with you. First of all, I want to make sure that you are looking at our social media accounts, and you will see those on the screen shortly. Please follow us. Please tag us. Please let us know when you have questions. We do have a TikTok account, so do not hesitate to use those. It's an important part of how we communicate. I am on social media as well as our president. You can find him at WSU_Cougar_Prez. You can find me at MaryjoGonzales and hundreds of others literally who are on social media wanting to respond to you. I also want you to sit down and think about joining GroupMe. That is a place where we have a page that's designed for you to come together with this WSU Together New Cougs environment. There is a QR code on there. You can actually screenshot it really quickly. We want to remind you to use this site to connect and spread Cougar pride. It's a great way to show your crimson and gray, including getting yourself a lamp like mine. We encourage all of you to engage in respectful dialogue. It's really important that as a part of our Cougar community, we are treating each other with respect and dignity. If you're not aware of GroupMe, and I'm hoping that you are, it is an application similar to texting, and it allows you to engage and work with each other to gather and connect through online conversation. And finally, I want you to focus focus on the WSU Together hashtag. During our time, during COVID, we have been together in a way that we have never been before. We want to see your photos of you having your flag out there. Put it out there in a place where you're showing pride, including on your doorstep. Don't be surprised if you hear some honks and get a Go Cougs. Please use these on hashtag as well. And don't forget the Future Coug logo as well. You will be receiving some information about student affairs engagement sessions as well. Our team is going to be hosting a series of online sessions to help you find your community, to talk to you about some of the activities that are available and events that are available to fill your day on campus. We're also going to talk about the health and fitness that we believe will be available in the fall, as well as living and eating. There is so much more, and you will find that information moving forward. I want to come back and show you one more time what our Cougar flag is. It is really important that in the coming days, as you get ready for our Cougar community, that we are WSU together, that we are spending time engaging with one another and partnering with one another to create a great and amazing fall semester. And with that, I'd like to leave you with one of our other favorite songs, Coming Back Home. We're looking forward to see you in the fall, and go Cougs!